Hello everyone! My name's Carl Don Stover and this is my introduction video for EDL 853 Module 1. I teach in Ellsworth, Kansas and I'm the Ag Ed teacher and the FFA advisor there. I teach a variety of different classes from animal science, horticulture, introduction to ag, and then a variety of different shop classes as well. I really enjoy my job. The FFA program, I've really built it from the ground up and it's been awesome. Right now we have just a little over 55 members. I'm also a class sponsor for the freshmen. I'm on the school and district leadership team and the professional development committee at my school. Right now, probably one of my favorite things that I'm serving on is the State FFA Foundation Board. It's super fun. I get to be on a state level and really influence what's happening in FFA. I'm also active in the Kansas Association of Agriculture Educators. Just about my school. I work at Ellsworth Junior Senior High School. We're a 2A school. I'm in a small Kansas community. We don't have a very diverse population, but we do have special needs students that we work with every day. My school community is really dominated by agriculture and other manufacturing type careers, and we work with a lot of supporting businesses as well. So we need all kinds of students to be able to do different jobs around our community. So as I got to thinking about the different items to ponder in Module 1, really got me thinking about what I do as a teacher and then also what we do as a staff. So here's some of the things that we have for learning materials and strategies for special needs student at Ellsworth. Number 1, our SPED department does an excellent job at sending out a list of materials at the beginning of every semester. This will include like a list of students, what they need, whether they need a quiet testing environment, if they need tests read to them, if they need to have preferential seating. That all gets sent out to us, which I really appreciate because it really helps me to know the students better instead of just having to walking around blind trying to figure it out. We also have 2 resource rooms with special education teachers in them and para support as well. I have a variety of students that go and actually take some different tests in the resource room. They also have a study skills session every hour, I guess 1 time a day in the resource room where they can go get extra help on different items for whatever class. We do have an excellent set of paras. They go to a variety of different classes to assist students. Right now, I just have 1 para in my junior high agriculture class, and he's in there to help 1 student. Another thing we have going on is IEP meetings to update everyone. I really like these strategy meetings because it kind of opens your eyes to what the parents are seeing, what the SPED department's seeing, what I'm seeing as a teacher, and then what the administrator is seeing on like an attitude and discipline section. So it's great. We get to come up with different ideas to how best help that student. Personal analysis on myself working with special needs students. I'll be very honest, I pride myself with doing what is best for our students. Whether they're in special education or in regular ed, it doesn't matter. I want what's best for them. I actually, when I went to Ellsworth, I became very good friends with the SPED director. She ended up being my best friend at Ellsworth, and she really got me to understand different things about special education students. And then I started helping with different students and assisting them, try to get them different credits. I have modified different testing and grading situations for students as needed and as directed from the special education director. I've also made some alternative projects for certain students. Right now, I have a student in my junior high agriculture class, which he does not spend very much of his day in general education. I was actually one of the teachers that said yes to letting him into my general streamline class. And it's been really neat coming up with different ways that he can express what he's learning. Maybe while some of the other kids are taking a quiz to demonstrate their knowledge, instead I had him draw a picture of what he thought he learned in that first unit, which was great. It was fun to grade. It was fun to see. Also, I've created shop class alternatives for students who are autistic or other learning impaired students. Some of these students, can't work with like maybe a welder itself or maybe like a bench grinder, but they can do other shop projects. Actually, I had a autistic student a couple years ago who I did this specialized shop class, and we were building birdhouses and learning tools and making bolt display boards, and we were building bridges. It was super fun for both me and the kids who are in the regular ag projects class. So it's been fun learning about that. Here's my plan for USD 327. I think really our probably biggest problem is just communication between the SPED department and understanding on the regular staff side. I think we need to unite the SPED department with the rest of the teaching staff so they can understand why they do the things they do and why students need those maybe alternative assignments or special reading materials or tests read to them. So I really think a lot of them just don't understand. I think we need to train teachers on proper modification. Like when we say you need to give test modifications, what does that look like? Give me an example. I think our teachers just need to see those modifications, see them in paper, see them writing, and have an example so they can successfully work with the SPED department. Another thing, we have a hard time keeping good paras. We're constantly getting different paras on and off the staff. So I think we need to maybe train our paras and make sure everybody's on the same page with what support students can have and what supports they shouldn't give students. Because everybody's kind of all over the board. So specialized training to get them up to date, especially when we get a para in at mid-semester or in the middle of the 9 weeks, just to get them where everybody else is. I think my biggest goal in this plan is to create an open communication line with teachers, parents, and students, because I think everybody needs to be involved so that all students can be successful. It doesn't matter where they are or what special needs they have. We want everybody to be successful. So what does the funding look for like this plan? Well, I truthfully believe a lot of our issues can be solved without a lot of extra funding. Because I think it's really a lot of communication, and that's just being willing to speak, maybe present at a PDC meeting, maybe sending out some example emails, going and talking to particular teachers that maybe don't have the experience with special education students. And that can be done with just a little extra footwork, some emails, maybe some short presentations that don't cost anything. I think the one thing that would take some extra funding is if we have informational meetings over helping teachers learn how to modify or sending paras/teachers to different training conferences. If we would bring in a specialist to like go over test modifications, of course we would have to pay for that specialist to come in. Also, conferences are not cheap, they're not free, so we would actually have to pay, to get a para extra training or get a teacher to be train in some extra special needs items. So a little bit of just training money. So overall, I'm excited to be in this class. I'm excited to be learning in EDL 853. Have a great night.